Hi everyone, welcome back to Stu's DIY. Today's video, we're going to be removing the deck, 60-inch deck here for the x758. We're going to put the plow on the quick hitch, and unfortunately I have to take it down to my dad's. He wants to use it for this winter, so I don't know how much plowing video I'm going to get. I'm going to see if I can give him a GoPro and see if he'll record some of it, but I highly doubt it because he's not too much into social media or technology for that matter. He's kind of stubborn on that. So the only thing I've had an issue with, or just currently, is got a little oil leak here in the front hub. I'm gonna go ahead and get a seal kit ordered from John Deere for the front hub. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have had issues on your x758 with the front seals blowing out, or it leaking, and what you guys did, or if you guys have a part number already because you had this issue, that would be great, and then it would save me from having to look it up and go through all that hassle. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead, and when we change this, we're going to go ahead and do a full service on the machine. Hydro oil, engine oil, kind of just go through it, make sure it's all good, ready for the wintertime season. Probably give it a good pressure wash while it's down at my dad's house. So it'll be kind of awesome down there. It'll be all nice and clean down there. So he'll get the deck all cleaned up, the grease, all that stuff. So it'll be awesome. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and fire this machine up. I got to get the trailer from the back of the shop there. From back over there behind the shop, we're going to load this machine up, take the deck off, and get everything going. So I'll probably turn the machine around and we'll kind of take the deck off, show you how it comes off there, and then we'll put the front snow plow on and load it up on the trailer. Hook this up here and then be able to trailer at home. The reason I'm taking it to my dad's house is he's got about 200 foot of driveway, so it's going to be, he'll need it a lot more than I do, unfortunately, but I don't have that much driveway. So for the shop area it's probably 60 by 25, but I have four-wheel drive, so I can just drive in that. And then the front driveways, I have a snow blower, so I guess we'll be doing some snow blowing videos. So it'll work out if we get snow up here in the Midwest, but it's been seasonably warm all through December in the 50s and stuff. So looks like, who knows when we're gonna get snow. All right, hooked up. Let's see what we can do. Gotta be careful not to hit the house or run over the gutter. Alright, let's go take the deck off. So the first thing I'll do is raise the deck all the way up and then with the top lever here, I'll spin this arrow to the 0 position, lower it back down, pull all your deck wheel tabs so that way the wheels suck up the furthest they go, and then push forward, and then we'll push forward with all the deck wheels so they'll slide. So we'll just push forward, it'll lower it all the way down. Alright. So the problem with putting the front hitch on and then trying to remove the deck is your front deck is attached here to the machine, but the problem is this hitch is in front of your deck removal lever. So it's kind of a pain, but you'll have to take this off, swing the bar out of the way, and then put this back on. So we go like that there. Go like that there. Pull this off. Remove this. Like so. And then we can put this back on. So like I said, when these hooks here go inside of here, and then it just locks in. Oh, I'm stuck. Just like that. Then you roll your tabs in here. Boom. Now you're hooked up. The deck can be removed. The deck is sitting on the ground. No big deal. I don't know if you can see it, but this lever here is what removes the hydraulic engage up and down. So if you just click it, what I'll do is grab it and then pull it forward a little bit. So that way this hook is under here and then it's out of the way. You can slide it back a little bit if you want. Go to the other side. See how that bar is hitting this? It won't allow it to go back, so click it down without smashing your fingers. Boom. So now it's sitting underneath of it. So now the next thing to do, after your deck's on the ground, your wheels are all the way up, your bar is removed in the back or slightly removed in the back, and your bar is removed in the front, is take the PTO shaft off. So find a pair of gloves because it's all oily. And then, I don't know if you can see it way back in there, but let's see if I can get a little light on it for you. Oh, shoot. Yeah. So the PTO shaft has to slide back and then it has to slide over the bar. So we'll remove it and then I'll show you how it works. So reach up there. Slide it back. So the PTO shaft connected right in this area and right in this area here. I just slid it back and then over this bar that's right there. So that way when you back the machine up, this is still connected, this bar is still connected to the machine, right? So if your PTO shaft is over the bar and you try to raise this up, you'll drag the deck with it. So get your PTO shaft over the bar, then you can back up, raise your deck, raise up, and then you'll be able to back off the deck. That works a little better. Obviously wear some gloves when you remove the PTO shaft because it can be greasy. There are some grease zerks on that you'll want to hit periodically throughout the year, but look at your service manual for greasing and filters and stuff. The one thing it does have on mine is it does have a service chart of when, the daily checks, when things are supposed to be serviced, and approximate fluid capacities. So that definitely helps for the Yanmar diesel model. Alright, so we got the front of the deck able to come off. We got the gauge wheels all the way up. The deck is on the ground and the PTO shaft is removed. So the only thing left to do now is back up slightly, pull back on your I believe top lever, raise up the deck, and then you'll be able to back off the deck with the machine. So back up a little bit. Move all this cribbing out of the way. And then obviously if you pull up a little bit, you can get this thing off the ground. So it rolls a little bit. So we can push this out of the way. Move the ladder out of the way. Move this out of the way. How come us guys always have so much junk? And then this sits right back in place. Locks in, ba-boom. Awesome. So, let's see, do I have any fluid film over here? So hit some of those pins. You know, so it doesn't rust. Down in there. And creases. Some of those pins there. Some of that. Get that pin, that one. Get the one over here. Get that pin. You know, get the spring real good. This thing. Spray it real good, that way nothing rusts. Spray this down. Awesome. And then I got some feet here for it. Spray those down. Now I just welded some angle iron on the feet. Here's the original feet that was just a candy cane, but I welded on some angle iron so that way it would make the feet a little wider. So now let's put the feet on. We'll get it loaded on the trailer. So let's get the trailer hooked up, then we'll put the feet on and spray it down a little bit more. So I put, in my winter video, I didn't have a chance to put it on there, but I sprayed the hitch and everything with fluid film to help with rust prevention here. So let's see what we got. Always important to have your strap and different things with you. That way, you know, if you get stuck in the winter, always a helpful idea to have a strap, some jumper cables. I put that in one of my shorts. Had pretty good views on it, so that was good. I'm glad people watched it. If I think of anything else, I might make another short or something on it. But yeah, I sprayed this thing real good with fluid film. All right, we'll back up to it and hook it up. So the one thing I always do is cross the chains, and then I'll roll the chains to where it leaves them, like if this was to pop off and these chains were to go tight, this hitch should sit in between these two chains, and so it's not banging on the road besides the hitch. But at that point, this tongue won't be digging into the road. All right, we got lights all the way through. Looks good. Let's fold out the ramp. All right, all hooked up. Worst thing you want to do, which I've done before, I had a old Ford Ranger and trailer like this, and I loaded a mower and I forgot to hook the hitch. Well, that end of the trailer went down, this end of the trailer popped off the ball and ripped right through the tailgate. So that was a good lesson. That's why I always check that hitch to make sure it's. I said I was going to put the feet on, so let's do that real quick. Yeah, the problem with fluid film, it is like a grease, right? So it is a little greasy. It's actually a wool product, not a grease. So the nice thing about this hitch, or this snow plow, is it's got, you've seen in my videos before where I said it was a dirt plow video, it also has down pressure, so if you hold the bottom lever forward, it'll pick the front wheels off the ground. So it does have down pressure, which is sweet for ice. So then what I'll do, I guess I could fold it forward. All right, let's do that. Set it down here. Boom. All right, so I got the front hitch strapped down, strapped the trailer down. I'll just hit some of this with some fluid film where all the salt and crap tends to make its way. Do the lug nuts, and that way if you ever have to take it off in emergency, you have that ability. Okay. Looks like we're good.